Alright, welcome back. Collect 3 golden apples and deliver them to King Oberon. And before I actually do that, I actually wanted to check out what I got from the abscess we defeated at the end of the last episode. So, Race Transcendence allows the Nahobino to use race-specific Makatsui skills learned by other party members. This means I can essentially inherit the King Frost special defense down to all enemies, which would be really nice. There's also Constant Vigilance, which the Makatsui gauge increases a little bit at the start of battle. And Timeless Alliance. If a demon is registered in the Demon Compendium, reduces Maka demanded in negotiation and forgives 1 negotiation failure. I actually need this. I go around recruiting demons in previous zones to get new fusions, so having the costs reduced and be more lenient with negotiation would be beneficial immensely. We also get Healer's Hospitality, which the healing cost at Leyline Founts is reduced by 25%. This is good because I heal a lot. However, I never saw the price of healing to be that much of an issue anyways, so I'd rather much save the 40 glory points for something better. We also get Empowering Cheer number 2. HP and MP are fully recovered when leveling up. But enough of that. What we should do now is explore this zone over here. There are some main quests we actually need to do over here where we need to collect the golden apples. Because I've been putting off the main quest for a while because there was just so much side content in my way, and I'm loving all of it so far. I'm getting a lot of very good rewards, I'm getting a lot of new recruits, and I'm also getting a lot of Maka level ups and all that. Are you... Okay, here's some blocks. Oh, I got stuck on the rock. Yeah, these enemies so far around here, they're not really new, so I don't really care to fight or recruit them, because I don't really need them unless there's actually a fusion that requires them. There's a Siren up here, which is probably born. What do you gotta say? Hey bro, you don't want to find some me, man? Gonna cost you... Oh, okay, so it's one of these guys, okay. I am not paying 10,000 Maka. Hell no. Why would I ever do that? Because I need those for fusions, my man. I can't be spending so much money on you. This will probably just lead me somewhere, probably the Leyline Fount, just as a very quick fast travel. Yes, it is. It is still really nice to be able to just fast travel across the world without needing to use ley lines, because ley lines are very far spread out, so having some rails to actually make up for that is very nice for quality of life. Why are you here? Buddy, I'm an incubus. Can you hear me out for a second? To tell you the truth, I've fallen in love. She's the girl of my dreams, and I can't get my mind off her. I can't even get anything done. I dream about her at night, and I dream about her in the day. I'm an incubus, goddammit, I have a reputation to keep up. I want to tell her how I feel and everything, but... this just ain't the time and place for her to become confessed in love, you know? There's some creepy demon called the Kadishtu who've been hanging around the Shinigami lately. Declaring my love right now would just be a bad taste. The mood needs to be right. Yeah, now's not the time. Okay, so what I think what's going to happen is that this is a side quest in the future where I need to take down the next Kadishtu encounter, which hasn't happened yet, so I cannot do this side quest just yet. So that is important for later. But for now, we need to go and probably go over here to get that apple. So this entire zone right here is kind of just side content. I'll just jump down here and I'll be able to get to the new zones in no trouble at all. Over here is where we fought the abscess, so that means all of this area over here is brand new to me. So I'm just gonna head over to this very tight path here and not fall. There's also a little box thing down there, and there's also a few blocks to jump up over here as well. Oh, there's also a statue to level up my entire party. I can do that, yeah, because I do want some abilities from my current party. Can I jump up here? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. And I can also go up here. What's over here? Is there anything important here? No, just a little bit of healing, I suppose. There is a Makatsui demon. Okay, so I know I explode a lot for fighting these guys, but this time I'll be super prepared. Let me just sort out the party. So first things first, we are going to use Kanabi Veil to keep the party very shielded and protected. Now what we're going to do is probably a Toxic Cloud, perhaps? So we can... oh, we get a mist there. We do get the poison off on the Oxiding over there. We can also use Mahama to potentially get the one-shot. And also, we do have other ways to put the enemies to sleep and also other debuffs. We also have Lightning here, which does work as well. So I'll medium attack to all foes to keep the turn extended. And I will also use an Inflaming Divinity on myself so I don't explode from any AoEs that might occur. And I'll try to go for the Toxic Spray to lower your defense. And there we go. We got the weak poison off. And the poison should be very beneficial. So Parallel's Glory, which empowers the next attack. There's also Venom Chaser, which I'm safe. you'll attack the main character multiple times, so that is a little worrying. However, what I can do here is go for a Ruinous Thunder to extend the turn, and also take down everyone else. I'll go for probably an accuracy down. I can't really do much else, so I will just have to do that. Other than passing, of course. I'll go for another Mahama just for that chance to insta-kill while also killing the others. And then I'm going to go for a Zyonga here just to do big damage to one target. I'll go for another Veil just to keep us healthy. And then I'll go for probably another accuracy down or just pass so I can actually do this instead where I heal so that the main character is at full HP because I'm not risking any one-shots. And then I'll just kill the Oxy. Let's see what you do. Waters of Youth, which is a heal, okay? And then you're poisoned. So now what I can do is an Omakatoki critical, because we're going to do huge damage here right now. Let's go for probably a Dark Sword for the chance to seal. There we go. So now you cannot use any powerful moves anymore, so long as I don't replace it with Toxic Spray here. So I'll just go for a normal hit for damage. Then I'll go for the Mahama. Then we'll go for another Zyonga. And we might just kill here. Perfect. So Dark Sword, big damage, and we complete the Magasui Demon with no trouble at all. And we get a lot of experience, some magic incenses, and Dark Gem. That was a very good Magasui Demon there. I'm glad I prepared for that. Not that I necessarily needed to, but as we've seen from before, I don't want to risk getting one shot from those guys anymore. Oh, there's a Nua statue here. I think that's what your name was, Nua. You were very helpful in my Shin Megami Tensei 3 playthrough. Here's a large statue here. Let's absorb the power. Nice. So let me just go through all of these abilities real quick, and I'll only show who's important. You really don't need Bufala. There we go. Okay, let me get this straight. So Damascus Claw is 2 to 3 medium physical attacks to one foe, and Octa Claw is 2 to 4 to random foes. Why would I ever use this? Oh, this is amazing. You get Heal Pleroma, which increases your magic effects, which means Bull of Hydia, or whatever it's called, with Medea will be even stronger. However, I will have to decide what to get rid of, like coverage and all that, which I probably will just get rid of ice, because you don't benefit from ice anyways, so I don't really need it. There we go. You'll be purely a healer anyways. Hell yeah, we get Mabufula. So you are now an ice attacker, which will be very nice. So you're no longer just a pure physical attacker. You get Marukukaja, which raises the defense of all allies. This is very good. I love using it with Tao, so I might as well use it with this guy as well. Because he also has Matarunda, which lowers the attack of all foes. So we're going to be very bulky with this guy in the party. So what I can do is, as much as Charge is very strong, I might just get rid of the electric block actually, because I already have someone else that does the same thing. So I'll just keep you. And you get Fire Pleroma, which would make your Hellburner way better, and I will be replacing Berserker God because Hellspin is just better. So let me just replace that. And there we go. That is pretty much everyone in the party. And stop going after me. I need to go somewhere else. Oh, it's right there. Okay. So it's not that hard to get at all. Is there a mini-boss or anything around here? Because that's one of the apples. And no, there's nothing here. That's very convenient. Here I thought, from the last episode, I was like, yeah, there's probably going to be a mini-boss for every single one of these apples, but no, you just pick it up and it's yours. Of course, that doesn't rule out that there won't be a fight at all, it's just that that particular apple didn't have one. There's also a bridge here with lots of cat ladies here, which I do always enjoy being around cat women, but there does seem to be some treasure over here. And there might be a rail nearby, so is this a rail? Yes, it is. I knew there would be a rail. So this will take us right to the treasure. Very lovely. Thank you for the rail. And up here, there is potentially something very good. So you will be... what was that? Heron of Anaba, and also a gold card. What is after me right now? Oh, it's you. This is just a Tengu. They're not too difficult. Let me just jump down here. I love that there's no fall damage in this game. Very lovely. It reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's a very good game that you should probably try because it's one of my favorite games of all time. No fall damage. I love open world games with 0 fall damage. I just do enjoy not taking fall damage because it makes it so that exploration is not that limited. Of course, this game still is very limited in exploration because there's invisible barriers literally everywhere. The Corrosive Tango Essence, pretty nice, and also a Thoth Essence. I also checked out the unique essences inside of the compendium just to see what I could inherit theoretically to the main character, and there wasn't really anything that good, actually. The best one was in fact the King Frost that I used as an example to lower the defense of all foes, but I really don't need that, especially since I'm not really ice focused anyways. I'm more of a lightning focus, and also support. Also just strength in general, because I increase my strength the most out of every other stat. Oh, I can actually jump down here to get some vending machines! And also, a very lovely cache of glory right here. I can finally get to the glory points that were teasing me when I was down there. There we go. 60 glory points, we're now at around 200. There's also a little fast travel ley line right here that will take us straight to the top of this little zone here. And there's also a bridge here, which has a train, which probably also has a meme man around here, right? There hasn't been a meme man in a while, actually. Where are they? I have not encountered one in a long time, which is a shame because I really enjoy glory points. There is also, yeah, just some treasure here. Not really anything great. Battle Sutra is actually fantastic. What does Battle Sutra do anyways? Increases a demon's physical potential. I should be using my instances and sutras more often actually. I've not been doing this in a while. I will use my glory points though. So we're now at 265 of glory. So now we can get a brand new enhancement, no problem. There's a little cave here as well. I'm not really sure why this is here because I can't really get through anyways. So there's no doubtably going to be a side quest here. It's completely quiet here. Why is that so ominous? There's one more apple over here. So let me just skip to when I actually get to this apple. I don't know how I missed it. We're back up here by using the rail, which luckily took us very close to nearby the apple. We can jump down here, taking, again, no fall damage, which is very nice and lovely. There's also some barrels here for some reason. I don't know why they're attacking me because I'm just going to rock them up. But there does seem to be an apple right over here, which will luckily be the final apple that will finish the side quest. Or main quest, again. I keep thinking it's a side quest. But we collect all 3 of the golden apples. You did it, Ho! You got the golden apples! Let's hurry back, Ho! Perfect. With no mini-boss or anything like that, which is very surprising. I would have thought that there would be. So, I mean, I'll take it. Ooh, I don't know how I missed this before, but there's like a lot of boxes over here. And also glory points just chilling right there, which seems to be very easy to get to. So yeah, I will actually get that first. There is a Magatsui demon here, so I will fight you, and we're gonna win probably very easily. Because we know that Fornius is weak to lightning, so I can very much go for a Ruinous Thunder, which could miss, but I will take the gamble. You can also go for a Zionga to do damage, but I believe that the Black Goose is also... yeah, you don't resist lightning, so I can be safe to go for the AoE there. You have Mazunga as well, which is very convenient. We have a full lightning here. But you, unfortunately, have Mabufula, which is a nice move. So what I will do instead is go for probably the defense down with Somersault here. So this will do very good damage. And also, I can go for a Konami Veil to raise our resistances. And we can also go for a Matarita to lower the attack, because I do not want to be nuclear bombed. So let's also go for a defense up as well. So let's see what happens. So Fairy Banquet, which raises every stat to max, okay. Toxic Spray, which lowers defense for the Lamia specifically. And since I don't want to die, I will go for an Omagatoki critical. And we're going to play it safe and attack the slime first, because I doubt the slime will dodge us. So I'll go for a Dark Sword to kill the Black Ooze. Oh, that's a resist, but it doesn't matter. I will also go for another Mazionga just to do AoE damage there. And then I'm going to go for another Mazionga, because this is just AoE damage in general, so it's just good. And then I'll also probably... I might need to raise or lower your defense actually. So now your defense is down, so we're free to go for a Dark Sword to probably just do a lot of damage to you and finish you off. There we go. So even if the enemy has very much maxed out stats, we can still do very good damage and inflict a lot of debuffs as well, and we'll just kill you with Astral Stain Strike. So even if that is resisted, we still have the crit from the Omagatoki effect, and we get a Luck Incense, Ice Gem, and Fornius Essence. Very nice Magatsui Demon, very easy. So up on this hill, you just have to run past a few enemies here and there, but it's not that bad, because none of them are particular. Ooh! And there we go. So we got all of the enemies down, and we also get a level up, because we got a huge bonus from that, and lots of Maka, actually. That's so much money. Oh my goodness. There appears to be a Satanta guarding a glory point spot here, so I wonder if I can just walk past him. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Give me that. Lovely glory points for me to consume. I got 300. What are you stabbing at? Stabbing the air. There is a rail, okay. I don't know if this rail will take me to the boxes or the mini-boss that's actually up this cliff, which I think it is to the cliff anyway, so. Can I just go down there? Yes, I can. I do want to activate this rail first, which was actually a very good idea, because this leads me to another box right here, which will give me, is it an essence? Grimoires. I believe those level up my demons, so that is actually very nice. There's 2 other boxes over here. Oh, okay, so the mini-boss is right there, actually. Okay, I don't need to go up any cliff anyways. I won't fight you, though, because I don't know what level you are. You might be a Zauto 10, actually, so it is potentially a boss fight that I can do right now. But first, because I'm level 37, this means we can now perform a brand new fusion here. So with Reverse Compendium Fusion, we cannot really get anything else other than the Belphegor. However, in the special fusion here, we can get ourselves a Sukuna Hikona, which only requires a Kuropukur, a Zumi, and a Kaya no Hime. But because I'm going back and recruiting demons, I'm going to get myself Timeless Alliance, which if a demon is registered in the compendium, you reduce the Maka demanded in negotiation and forgive 1 negotiation failure. And because I have 325, this is a very good investment because I still have 200 left over. So I'll get Inspiring Covenant as well. And since I have 150 glory points left over, what I can also get is potentially something else around here. Oh yeah, Divine Garrison. I definitely need this because I am running very low on space. Because currently I only have like 1 party member slot remaining, so now I have 3. So this is perfect for the special fusions as well. So with the Karasu Tengu and the Yakusini, I can get myself Belphegor, which will have a lot of good moves here. I can actually try a Venom Chaser strategy with the Toxic abilities here. We can lower defense with Toxic Spray. We can also have Poison Adept, perhaps. Go for the Venom Chaser here. Just so Venom Chaser is stronger with physical Gestalt. Poisoning all foes is pretty unreliable, so I'll be just going for this kind of build here. So let's go for it. We also get Riborama, which I forgot what it did actually, but I think, Okay, prevents enemies from fleeing. So this is very good when you're up against Mitamas. That is very nice for farming. You also have Blight, which has another chance to inflict poison. Okay, actually, Poison Adept might be insane for this guy, actually. I forgot you had Blight. So this is a very good party member here, just for poison. Wait, this is possible? You could have 2 Magatsui demons in the same fight? That's crazy. And after recruiting the Kuropukur and Kaya no Hime, I can now Compendium Fusion the Zumi, because it's pretty cheap, to get myself the Sukuna Hikona. You get access to Eternal Blizzard, which has a unique 3 to 6 weakened ice attacks to random foes, so having Bufala, I guess, would be pretty nice as a single target option. There's also Mataro Kaja, which increases attack of all allies, Fatal Sword, which has a high chance of landing crits, and you also have Nation Builder, which when casting a stat buff on an ally, ailments may be cured. I can give you some Compendium Fusion abilities, but for now this is what we're going to be using. So you're very offensive focused, especially with your attack buff as well.
We shall fight side by side.
They also look really cool. Okay, after selling everything in my relics, I have 50,000 Maka right now. It's so much. That is amazing. I'm gonna go back and turn in this side quest, main quest. I'm gonna go and turn in this quest now. And I got 12,000. Of course I get more Maka, as if I didn't have enough already. 62,000, we get a level up for Belphegor immediately, which is gonna give me Nagalao, which is tough, because do I really want a fire move here when I have such a good setup right here already? I guess Riborama I don't need against a boss fight anyways, so I'm not grinding anytime soon. I'll just get rid of Riborama. If I need it, I'll just Compendium Fusion it anyways. You return with the golden apples. I will prepare the medicine without delay. And Oberon gave the order to start making the medicine. This will allow us to treat the humans' injuries.
Thank you.
Please and thank you.
Let me see.
We'll handle everything from here. And let us not forget to thank you all as well. Yo. I was happy to be of service, ho. I'll be ho at the ley line front of the village entrance, ho. Come back any time. You want my help again, ho? I think I'll stick with the pixie. Oh, a cutscene here.
Alright, that should take care of everyone's injuries.
Oh yeah.
And so, now all we need to do is find the other students.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't save her.
What happened this time?
Back over the hill. I found the demons that took Atsuto's sister, and I tried to save her, but
Yeah, you tried to do it on your own.
I couldn't do anything.
You need a team, bro.
I told Atsuta on the way here, but I don't know. I don't think he can handle it alone.
Yeah, that's where we're for. We gotta go there immediately.
Please, you gotta help him.
That I will do.
No!
Is it all my fault? If I haven't chosen to take so long helping with the medicine. No time to dwell on
Yes.
it. We needed to help these people too. He's right. We can't waste time being depressed. We know Miyazu's captured, not dead, and Dazai can easily be treated. It's far from the worst case scenario.
Well...
We made a choice and it had unexpected consequences, and that's where we are now. It's our job to own that decision and think about what to do next. Some people might run from that responsibility, but not you though, right, Tal?
Yes.
Right. I can't let this stop me.
I can help.
I can't fail them again. Come on, Miyazu needs our help. That might be a problem, however, because if it's the same boss as before, the one with the claws and inflicts confusion, I don't have anything that cures confusion. Or blocks confusion, in that matter. Do I actually have anyone that blocks confusion? Oh great, Parvati actually blocks it, so if I ever need to, if I can give her a recovery to all allies that cleanses debuffs, this would be perfect. There's also a side quest right over here. Thank you for helping us acquire the apples. I'm Silky, and as fate would have it, I actually have another favor to ask of you. Were you aware that the medicine we used on the humans also required magic roots to create? Oh yeah, the mandrakes. They're not as rare as golden apples, thankfully, but I've used up all that I had in stock, so I just have to kill some mandrakes, right?
Let's see.
Let's see, I'll need about 8 more mandrake roots, and that should be plenty. If you have the time to spare, would you help me gather these ingredients as well? Okay, this is actually a very easy side quest, actually. Thank you, I was right to place faith in you.
Let's see.
Mandrakes that dwell in these parts are flowers that are quite generously offer themselves to love, and that seems to bring about a special effect on them. Oh, so it's important mandrakes, actually. Be wary of other more powerful demons out gathering the same roots, however. So is there a side quest boss? I mean, I assume I just have to kill mandrakes, right? Oh, another side quest over here as well. There's a lot to do. There's also a statue here that I missed. There's a lot of things I need to do, actually. I don't know how I missed this box at the earlier area, but now I have it, which gives me an Ama no Izumi essence. That's pretty nice, I guess. Get back as my navigator, Pixie. Get in here. Let's go. Whoops, I got stuck. So we got a Zao Shoten here. And that guy right there looks like a Zao Shoten. At least from here. And since he's weak to force, we'll just bring in a team that has force damage. 36. This is completely doable. Charge. And then fail sword. And we're dead. Okay. So I need to be very careful for that. Cool. But now that I know his gimmicks, I'll show off what he can do. What this guy has is a physical move and also a lightning move. Okay, so what I'll do here is try to go for the poison. No poison there. Oh, that was Venom Chaser actually, so I kind of messed up there. This guy is weak to force, so I can use Hell Exhaust to extend the turn. Artemis will go for a somersault to lower defense by 2 ranks. And then the main character will go for a Flaming Divinity on himself. And then Eligor can go for a Toxic Spray to go for the poison chance. Or since you're already lowered, I'm going to go for a Blight instead. No poison there, unfortunately. So let's see what happens. So this guy raises his attacks, and also uses Dormina, which puts anyone to sleep. However, I don't really need to recover that, so I'm not really in any danger. So I'm going to go for Unlucky Critical, Dark Sword to potentially seal, because seal will be very important. But most importantly, I'll just Blight to potentially go for poison. No poison there. I will continue to go for Hell Exhaust, because this will lower your attack by removing your attack buff. And then you'll continue to go for the Dark Sword. Eligor will then continue to go for the Blights to potentially poison. No poison. That is very unfortunate. Poison. Okay, there we go. We got the poison off, and Artemis will be passed again. And what do you do? Tarkasha. And then you will go for... Okay, you're going to go for your Amakatoki critical effect. So what I'll do here, actually, is change out Artemis into Nakamata. The reason for this is because the Amakatoki critical effect for this guy is a lightning move. So if I do something along the lines of Venom Chaser for more damage, I'll go for the Hell Exhaust to remove your attack buff, and then I'm going to go for an electric block. So now the entire party now blocks the electric move, and if I want to be very careful, I can also go for a Canopy Veil to reduce the damage taken entirely, and I'll go for a Venom Chaser to do increased damage right here. But if I also have any defense downs, yeah, I will continue to lower the defense here so that you don't cleanse it next turn. So here's the Mazyoga, which is blocked, and now I can switch back the Nekomata again to someone else who is better. I want to lower the enemy's attack, especially because
Let's go.
him having a high attack to one-shot me is bad. I don't want that to happen. So let's go for Venom Chaser, just to make use of the half action. I'll go for Hell Exhaust, just to extend the turn again. So then I can go for a Matsurunda to lower the attack. And then, what I can do is raise my own attack by going for Inflaming Divinity to refresh my buffs. And then Elagor can go for one more Venom Chaser to just do damage in general, because Venom Chaser is strong when the enemy is afflicted with poison. So here's Charge, which is a big attack next. So here's Normal attack. 105. So luckily he didn't go for any special moves there. So what I can do now is pass, so that I don't waste any turns here. I can go for Venom Chaser again, just for increased damage. Hellbiker can go for the Hell Exhaust to extend the turn. And then you can lower the attack. But what you can also do is Pierce Armor to lower defense, so I don't have to refresh that. And then I can go for another pass, to then go for Venom Chaser again, to do increased damage. And then I no longer have Hell Exhaust. So what I can do instead is pass, and then go for a Matsurunda to lower your attack. So now you're at the minimum attack possible, and the main character's at maximum defense. So there's no way I should die here, right? Okay, cool. That is the move that killed me last time, because he got a crit and did 245 damage or something like that, which was horrendous. But now I can just go for a Dark Sword, not worry about missing at all, because why would I miss? I have maximum accuracy. Go for a defense touch right here. So I got the defense down continued. I can just go for a normal hit here, potentially crit, which I did not get. I'll now go for maybe a pass here, just so I can go for a Dark Sword here. And then we get the victory. Second try. I'll just be honest here, he did kill me. But I didn't really get anything out of that for some reason. Even though it was one of the 4 kings or whatever. Yeah, the 4 Heavenly Kings. What I think will happen is I need to find all 4 of these guys out in the overworld, slay them, and then a new quest will open up. Which we have seen another one of them back in the first area of the game. Who is level like 42 or something like that. A little too high for my taste, so I can't really deal with them right now. But that is 1 out of 4. I assume there's 4, because it says 4 Heavenly Kings. Why would there not be 4? There's also a Mitama here, which I will kill, so might as well get that little benefit here as well. So we just got a few Glory Crystals, which I do need actually, because there was like a very special thing I wanted with the Glory Crystals. Because if I have 80, which I now have, that is perfect, that's exactly the amount I wanted, I can now get myself a brand new, oh, it's one of these crab things. Yeah, I might as well get this, right? Because if I get the level ups, yeah, we're just stronger. I mean, look at all that experience that I didn't have to waste doing fights and all that for. Nice. We got Lullaby, which will benefit me greatly. Oh, Hellish Mask, actually. Yeah, what Hellish Mask does is decreases the chance of getting insta-killed or afflicted with ailments. I can just get rid of Dream Needle. With 80 glory points, what I can get is Art of Essences 2. Allows up to 2 additional skills to be selected from essences. This will be fantastic for team building, because now, with this ability, when I go to Essence Fusion and learn skills, doesn't really matter who, I'll just select Parvati for instance, now I can inherit far more abilities on the left over here on the screen. Oh cool, the Mothman actually has Mipatra, so what I will do is give Mipatra to my healer. This is a pure healer right here. Bowl of IGM, Media, Matsurunda to lower the enemy's offense. This is amazing. I'll also just give a box to this girl because I really like having a very fantastic healer on the team. So, here's a power-up.
Hey!
It's not like I can do good work, I just gotta like actually care about it, so now I'm getting serious. And you seem motivated, and you powered up, which will give me more luck. I'll also give Parvati the Aiding Sutra, so I can increase support potential. I'm just gonna juice you up so you're actually way better as a support healer. Because if you die, there goes my healing. So over here where the Idun once was, there is a Jack Frost here with a side quest for us. Ho, not good, ho. Idun's gone missing, ho. She's nowhere to be seen. The name's Jack Frost. I'm always hanging around here for some of that sweet apple syrup, but I can't find Idun anywhere, ho. I bet that Loki guy's behind it, ho. He's been cooking up some kind of evil scheme to make it rich with those apples for a while now, ho. But I'm also willing to bet that wasn't enough, so he kidnapped Idun while he was at it, ho. I'd go give him a taste of his own medicine, but we're no match for him, ho. Please, you gotta rescue Idun, ho. Okay, so what level requirement is this? Because last time I fought someone, he was level 79. Hee-ho, I knew I could count on you, ho. Do you remember which way Loki went, ho? I don't, actually. Idun, ho? I bet that's where his hideout is. Oh, I knew it. I knew there would be something there. It was way too ominous and quiet there. So we need to go up there, and let's see if Idun is safe, as long as the level requirement is in my reach. So let me just check that real quick. 34. Oh, perfect, I can do this. Also, I forgot to report this quest back at the Tokyo Tower, so I suppose I can do that afterwards. There's also this thing right here. Who are you? Lady Idun's nowhere to be seen. Could she have gone? Okay. You are cool. I don't know why I've never seen you before. Anyways, let's go rescue Idun. So across the bridge, there's a cave here that I've once been
Stay
inside
alert.
of. And be careful, young man. I feel sinister presence ahead. I recommend we fully prepare before going any further. I believe I am prepared. Let's see if I actually am. Hello, Idun. Here to rescue ya. What do you want? You know you're talking to the great tyrant Loki, right? Oh, you're after Little Miss Apples, is that it? Look, I don't know who sent you, but Idun's been given the very important job of making golden apples. For the humans, I mean. You see, I want to give eternal youth to mankind. As long as the gods and goddesses hold a monopoly over such a great blessing, humans will likely be unhappy. Always. Wouldn't you agree? I'm what the humans call part culture hero. All god. Won't you charge people, though? Well, of course. There's nowhere near enough to go around for all 7 billion. So naturally, I'll be playing by the laws of supply and demand. I'm sure you know, but the humans' faith has been shifted. Gods don't call the shots anymore, money does. It's been all that way for a long time. Therefore, if you want the people's faith, you gotta have money, and lots of it. And conveniently, most of the world's wealth sits in the pockets of the very select portion of humans. Think about what they're going to want next, and how much money they'll be willing to pour into it. See? Supply and demand. Use your money wisely, and the humans will be coughing up faith left and right. Limited resource, max profit. And that's why I can't have you getting in the way of my business. Hate to say it, but I'm afraid you'll just have to die. Sad but true. Okay, so we're fighting Loki. So first things first, we're gonna scan you. Here we go, spyglass. So you are weak to light. Okay, and you have lightning, fire, force, ice. You have a lot of... Okay. That's a little tricky. I can try to poison. Oh, you're also weak to... You're weak to poison. Yo! That's actually great. Okay, so we're gonna keep in the Belphegor. I don't really want you, though. This is actually a perfect party member right now. So I can go for the Hamon. I can also lower your attack, because you're definitely gonna go for some weakness hits here. So what I can do here is I'm gonna go for a Kanabi Veil, just to prepare for any damage that might happen my way. But I can go for a Venom Chaser to do good damage. And then I can probably go for a defense buff here. Yeah, let's go for a defense buff. So we're going to be very much shielded from any attack that might go our way. So attack, 32, not bad. And also normal attack. Okay, we're fine for the most part. 32 is still quite a bit, because if you attack the same person twice, they're pretty much under half already. So let's raise all of our stats. And then I'm going to go for a Venom Chaser again. And then I'm going to go for a Mahama to extend the turn. You can also go for a Hamon, or I can also lower the attack, which could be good as well. Yeah, I will do that. Then I'll go for a pass, and then you can go for another Toxic Spray perhaps for the defense down. Double hit, 30, that's good. And there we go. You're gathering Mangatsui, so here's the problem now. I have no clue what you're going for. I'm weak to ice, you're weak to lightning, and that's it. Okay. So the best bet here is probably to block ice here, because we already have someone who blocks fire. So Parvati's fire weakness doesn't matter, and we'll use an ice dampener. And now what I'll do here is, you recover from your poison, right? So I'll just go for the poison again. I did get a miss there, but I'll go for probably a defense buff, yeah, to refresh that. And now what I'll do is pass with you, so I can go for a Kanabi Veil. I don't know if this replaces the barrier that I set up for blocking ice, but we'll see. We're gonna reduce damage to have the best benefit here. I could have also just guarded, but we'll see. There we go. I have no clue if I just got lucky there or I had a big brain move right there, but we're gonna go for our armor control critical to then go for a dark sword. Just for big damage and potentially seal there, which I did get, which is amazing. But that does mean I will have to just continue using Dark Sword instead of any other move because I don't want to replace the Seal for poison, because Seal is strong when it actually lands. The key word being actually landing, which it usually never does. But let's go for probably the Bull, honestly, because if I go for the Bull now, I can go for it later when I actually need it, which I could just do just to keep everyone healthy. So I'm going to also go for probably, Action buff. And then I'm going to go for a Medea, just to make everyone overhealed. I'm now at 302. Palimpa, very good, that was a very good negation there. You're still pretty much at full health there. We are rocking this fight. So let's go for probably a pass. Your attack buff is about to go away, but what I will go for is a Toxic Spray again to keep your defense down again. We're going to go for a Mahama just to do more damage. Then you can go for another Bolt for in the future that I actually need it. You can go for an Inflaming Divinity to probably increase my Eligor's offense and also refresh the defense buff. And then I can go for a Pass just so Tao can go for another accuracy evasion buff or defense buff because I'm about to run out of defense. There we go. I will lose my main character's attack buff, but that's okay. You recover from Seal, and you will go for an Argalon. That's fine, because we block that with Eligor, thankfully. I'll go for a Pass. That way Eligor can go for a Toxic Spray, get the poison off to extend the turn even further. Then we'll go for a Mahama for damage. And then we're going to go for a Hamon for even more damage. And then we're gonna go for an Inflaming Divinity on Eligor. No, I don't need to do that. I'll use it on Tao so her lightning moves will do more damage. And you can go for a Venom Chaser, which I will need to give you more MP later on. And that was almost 400 damage, by the way. That was amazing. But now Tao will go for probably a Chakra Drop on Eligor so he can continue to go for Venom Chaser. And then you can go for a Matarunda to lower the attack of the foe. Let's see what happens. Normal hit, 36. Poison. And there we go. So what we need to do now is pass. You will go for Venom Chaser for big damage. You will go for an Ice, probably. Ice Dampener. Because again, as long as one of us blocks a fire move or anything like that, we're good. So we're also going to go for a Hamon to extend the turn. And we might just kill. I'll go for the Dark Sword probably for a Seal, because then I would not have to worry about any elemental moves anyways. And now we'll go for one final Venom Chaser. And there we go. That is so good. I'm very glad I made you a poison build. That is amazing damage. And we get ourselves a Magic Mirror and some money. First try. But I will say I am 3 levels over, so it's not that impressive. Oh, come on. You're a Nahobino. No wonder. Well, since you're half and half, I'm sure all of that human side of yours could use a little immortality. Go on then. Take a bite. There's a golden apple where Loki disappeared. Pick up the apple and eat it. No. Well now, it seems you didn't follow in the one they call Adam's footsteps after all.
Yeah.
It's not like I'd be angry even if you had given in to your temptations, though. Anyway, thank you so much for asking me.
Hey.
I'm gonna head back, and I want to thank you properly, however, so make sure you stop by, okay? Nice. I don't know what happens if you eat the apple, but usually someone who, well, Loki, I don't trust that guy, so, I'm just gonna not do that. Hello, Idun and Jack Frost. Hee-ho, Idun's back safe and sound. Oh, I couldn't even be happier. You were gone so long, I was worried. He might have killed you about, say, 4 or 5 times, ho. But who cares? You took down Loki, ho. That's amazing, ho.
Totally.
It really was something. I couldn't believe how well you carried yourself against him.
Yeah.
I don't know how any warriors of Asgard could have done what you did.
Hey.
Oh, I haven't thanked you properly yet. I mean, I like you and I want to help, but... Oh, who cares? If you ever need me, feel free to summon me through fusion, alright? Okay. I'll keep it a secret from King Odin and come to the rescue.
Hi there.
It's a promise, okay? Awesome. Megami Idun has been locked for fusion. Idun's been rescued and all right with the word, huh? Now I can head home relieved. Thanks a bunch, Nahobino. The goddess stolen has been completed, and we got small glory crystals. Always very nice. And we get a level up for level 38, which means we get 2 new fusions, I'm pretty sure. Nice. I'll also increase strength again, so now we're at 50 strength. Apples of immortality. I think I'd be too scared to eat one myself. I'm sure there's a reason humanity doesn't have access to something so convenient.
I see.
A reason, huh? I think the gods are just hoarding all the power for themselves.
Huh?
Is that really how it is? Maybe the supply's too small and we would just end up fighting over everything.
But still.
Even if that's true, that doesn't mean the gods should get to keep them all. If the idea was to keep us from fighting, then they should all just be destroyed. Everyone would be on equal footing.
Oh,
I guess that's true.
Hey.
You have a good heart, Sal. I admire how you always try to see things from perspectives of other people, but if you do that, you're the one who loses out. You may be right, but I still think it's better than having to hurt someone else. There we go. Wait, can you be a companion? Oh, right. Do you think I could ask you a favor? The truth is, I've come here far away, and I haven't been able to take my time to enjoy the sights in Tokyo yet. But if I wander around on my own, I could just get abducted again, which would obviously worry everyone. So I've quietly sent a part of my spirit to go sightseeing in Tokyo. You're with Bethel, Japan, aren't you? Do you think you could show me around? If I could find anything useful, I'll be sure to give it to you. What do you say?
What?
Okay, you'll wait by the ley line fountain in northern Shinagawa. That I will do. It's time to go sightseeing.
Yeah.
Go away, Pixie. You're not wanted anymore. Now we have lovely Idun on our side, and let's go exploring the world. Her dance is cute. Look at that. Look at that dance. Look at that. That's probably going on the thumbnail. That's amazing. Anyways, you sing too? Can't speak. Peak character. Anyways, hello there, Idun's back. I thank you for saving Lady Idun. I know I'd said that I was guarding her, so I'm embarrassed to have failed my duty. Well, yeah, she's all fine, so it's all good. Back at the Conan Block 2, there is a side quest over here, which is, I believe, there was a goddess there, actually. And right now, Tokyo is a barren wasteland, but one day I shall turn it into a verdant land of harvest and abundance. And to that end, I have a favor to ask of you. I know what you are. What? You were the one of the true gods that were sealed away long ago, a Nahabino. I'm sure you know of an area called Tenozu, yes? A tyrant has appeared there and dwelling in the peak of the mountain. Once a ruthless god, now a ruthless demon, demanding tribute and sacrifice from the weak. Is it finally the toilet guy I saw, actually? Were his dark reign to be restored, the fertile future I envision will be forever beyond my grasp. So then, will you slay the tyrant for me? The tyrant of Tenozu.
Harvest time.
A fruitful partnership indeed. Thank you kindly. In any case, best of luck. I hope your efforts will bear fruit. I sure know a thing or two about fruit. Level 38. It is possible. Of course, there is still that side quest I have to turn in at the Tokyo Dye Building, so I'll just do that real quick and actually be on my way. Welcome back. Did you locate the reading from the goddess? And you reported on the investigation with Artemis. Ah, so the source of that reading was the goddess Artemis. And not only that, but you defeated her. Then based on what you said, her father, well, it doesn't seem like there would be any problems, considering that the chief god Zeus has acknowledged you. Thank you for your help, and I think that takes care of this matter. I completed the Godsend training, at last. So now we get 3 vitality bombs, which would be very beneficial for the main character. As payment for your work, I'll register Artemis' data into your virtual trainer. So now we can refight her, huh? With this, you can engage in virtual battles with Artemis. I'll send word to you, have you cleared, so speak with my superior if you want to give it a try. Be seeing ya. And luckily, since we've been on the top of that mountain before, we can just easily take this ley line to take us straight to the boss. Yes. This one's a good mountain, good shape and all. A fine place for a sacrifice. Yes, I'll take this land, and it will be a second Pio. Now, who stands before this demon lord, Belphegor? I do not recognize you. Never mind, your name doesn't matter. You're here to be the first blood sacrifice in my new domain. Who am I to turn you away? Come, let your death fill me with power. We got ourselves a boss fight with Belphegor. So what we'll do first with any other boss fight is use a spyglass, which is our final one as well.
Here.
So this guy is in fact weak to light and also fire. And you have Boon of the Sloth. You're an ice attacker, which is horrendous for me. You also use dark. So, medium to one foe and heavy dark to all foes. So we're gonna have to use some dark dampeners, probably for the Magatui skill. And you also have Concentrate, Matarunda, and Marin Karen. And Boon of the Sloth. Increases the damage of users' dark attacks based on the number of hits dealt by allies during a turn. So this is doable. I do resist dark, so it's not all that bad. But what I need to worry about is the ice, most importantly. Belphegor resists dark while also having fire, so you could be a very good party member while also having toxic spray. I didn't actually check if the boss resisted any status ailments, but we'll just have to see. So what I need to do with Tau, though, is probably go for a turn extender with Mahana. And then we're going to go for probably we're going to go for an attack down. And then we're going to go for probably a Kanabi Veil, just to bump up all of our stats. And then we're going to extend the turn again with Tagala. And then we'll go for a defense up. So we're going to be very tanky for whatever happens. Let's see if he uses an ice move. Matsuruga for an attack down. That's fine, I'm not attacking anyways. And Marin Karen. And you missed. That's amazing because Parvati was the one that cured ailments in the first place. So if that happened, that would have been bad. Do I have anyone with an attack buff though? So I'll pass with you. Does Eligor have it? No, Eligor does not have it. You also resist poison, but it's not impossible. So what I can do is with Tau, I'll continue to raise defense. And then with Parvati, I'll go for an attack down again. And with the main character, I'm actually going to switch out Tau for someone who has an attack buff, Matsuro Kaja. And you also have a defense down as well with the Somersault. So I'll bring you in. Even if you can't really extend the turn at all, I will be doing an Amakatoki effect anyways, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I'll go for a Toxic Spray here, because it doesn't matter to extend the turn anyways, right? We got the defense down, and then we're going to go for maybe a Somersault or Raise Attack. Yeah, we'll go for the Raise Attack here, and let's see what happens. Attack, and attack. Okay. So it really wasn't that much of a big deal. Let's go for the Amakatoki critical effect.
You ready?
Because now we can safely go for Dark Sword. Oh, you resist physical. I did not read that, actually. This is not great, but that's fine because the main character has access to items anyways, so I do not have to worry about that at all. Very good damage. I can go for an Agala for increased damage, because resist is a crit regardless anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I'll still go for the attack buff here. And then I'll go for a Hamon for big damage, 250, which is amazing for a healer, by the way. I'll still go for the Dark Sword because it's still a critical hit, even if it is resisted. We'll also go for maybe a Toxic Spray here to lower defense again, and potentially go for the poison, which we did not get. You also resist Lullaby, you block ice. I can go for the Head Crush for confusion maybe, or yeah, I can just go for this. 251 damage is amazing. Resisted, by the way. That also means I can bring in Zatanza probably to Pierce, though I think I got rid of Pierce actually, so maybe not. So instead I'll go for probably a Bull, so that next turn I can heal if I need to. Let's see what happens. Attack, 37, and you're building up Magatsui. So what you're going to do here is I believe you're going to go for a Dark move. So what I need to do is, well, first things first, pass. We're going to go for the Agalao to extend the turn. We need to go for an attack down, which I don't have, unfortunately. But what I can go for instead is just an attack buff. And then you can go for a Hamon to extend the turn. And then you will go for... So this will nullify all dark damage, but also, what I need to do is lower your attack, which I don't think I have here. I can instead go for the Toxic Spray instead to go for the poison. I'll just pass, and then I'm going to go for a Medea probably. Oh, this can also lower attack as well. So I will refresh the attack down. Attack. Attack. Attack again. Attack again. That's it? Okay. I don't know why you didn't go for Dark. That was very strange. I mean, I'll take it because no one died, but that was also pretty bad. But luckily, Parvati does have her Bull active currently. So what I need to do now is probably pass again, go for the Medea, and now I'll go for some fire. But first things first, I'll replace Artemis with this guy right here because he does have fire, so might as well. He also resists Dark as well, so that is also a very big benefit. So I'm going to go for an Agala for damage. and go for a Maragon or a Concentrate. I think Concentrate would be better. You also have Dark Block. I forgot you had this. But I'll go for the Concentrate regardless so that your next attack will be stronger. There it is. You know, yeah, we blocked it, so that's fine. So we didn't really have to worry about it anyways. I think all we need to do now is prepare for the ice moves next. So I will go for an Inflaming Divinity on this guy right here, so he is very much way stronger. Go for the Agalal for more damage. Go for the powerful Maragaon, which is medium damage, so it's not that crazy. We'll also refresh the attack down. And unfortunately, I cannot refresh the defense down as well, unless Belphegor has... I think Belphegor does have a defense down, actually. So what I'll do instead is just go for the Fire Shard, just to extend the turn, and then go for... Oh, you don't have it. I thought you had the other move. I'll just go for the Toxic Spray, which also lowers defense, which is fine. And then maybe another Concentrate. Also Dark Block. I'll just go for the Dark Block, just to be safe. I don't really care if I take damage, though. Matsurundo, which is an attack down, and Mirko, which I am inflicted with. However, Parvati has something that recovers from that, so I'll just pass. Okay, we got lucky there. You are out of NP, so what I need to do is probably change you for someone who is a little better for this. Now let's go for the Maragaon to extend the turn. You will go for the Mipatra to cure status elements. And then the main character will probably recover MP for Parvati, just so I can continue using Bowls and Medias. You will go for a light move here, Hamon. And then you will go for a Concentrate. And then you will heal the team with Media, just to keep us healthy, because I don't want to risk Parvati dying. Though, you might be fine. I'll go for the Bowl and gamble. I'll just gamble. If you die, you die. Who cares? Attack. And Concentrate. Okay. So now your next magic attack will be super buffed, but luckily, I do have Kanabi Veil to prevent that, but I'm going to go for an opportunity effect first. And then we're going to go for the potential seal here with Dark Sword. No seal there. Let's go for the Hamon for the... Ooh, that's not good. Okay, that's really bad. Okay. We're going to go for the Medea. And then we're going to go for the Kanabi Veil. So let's see what happens. Attack. Okay. Now you're gathering nearby Makatsui. So last time you just went full in on the attacks. So what I can do instead is just guard. Guard again. Dark block. And then guard again. Right? Because if the Vile guy dies, who cares? There we go, blocked. And blocked again. So now you don't get the damage up. And now what I can do instead is go for an Inflaming Divinity, just to make you hyper buffed, so that you don't miss, because missing's horrible. Hello? You will go for a Concentrate, so I can raise your MP for next turn. You will go for a Bowl. No, I want to pass, so then I can give a healing item. So Chakra Drop this guy. Extend the turn again with Hamon. And then we're going to go for a hyper buffed Maragaon. Now you have line. He didn't hit the main character, which is amazing. If that hit the main character, that would have been so much worse. The defense buff for the Zaushitan is also very nice as well. So what I need to do is pass, and do I have anything good here? So what I need to do is lower your attack. We're going to go for maybe a pass here. You will go for a Bowl. Then I'll pass again, so that you can lower attack again, right? And then we'll pass, and then heal. This is just a save turn here. So now the main character's overhealed. So now I'm out to Runda, which I need to increase attack. And Marin Karen on the main character, which is unfortunate, because I'll be potentially missing 2 entire turns here. Yeah. Because I really wanted to go for the Maru... Oh, actually, you don't attack buff, actually. So what I'll do instead is replace you with Artemis so that she can raise the attack for the party.
Let's go.
Then we'll just gamble, go for the Maragaon. I couldn't miss here, but who cares? There we go. We can go for maybe just a turn extender here. I could have also healed. I'll just go for the Chop Chop and hopefully it hits. There we go. Perfect. Big gamble there. We'll also increase our attack. And then you have to just I'll just guard. You need more MP. Ow. And there we go. We got the block, so it's okay. I don't want to on my Kotoki critical effect because there's a chance that my main character would just miss or attack the party. So I'll just go for maybe a pass instead. Nah, it didn't really matter. You can also go for... I could increase attack. Yeah. I'll increase attack. Removes press turn icon. That could be good against the enemy's next on the Kotoki effect. So let me just go for a pass instead. Go for Amy Patra to recover the confusion or whatever. And then what I really want to do is go for... I wish I had an AoE MP recovery here, but unfortunately I do not have that. So instead, I will just go for the heal here. And the next turn we're going to go for the Amikotobi effect. So attack. Ow. Ow. We're good. So let's go for the Amikotoki critical effect.
It's time!
Our attack is increased, so I'm not really worried about that. I will go for a Dark Sword. Oh, we got the seal off, which is amazing. So no longer have to worry about that. I'll also go for a somersault, just to lower defense by 2 ranks. Nice. Go for a Naragion. And then we're going to go for maybe a bowl into a heal. So I'll just go for the heal now, and not worry about the heal later. I can also just go for Dark Sword again, for big damage. And then I might as well just go for the Astral Saint Strike for big damage. Nice, that was huge. Then another down again, and then this should kill, right? A moon! Boom! And there we go. We played it very safe there. I could have done more damage if I really wanted to, but we did that first try on level. Very nice. The Toilet Lord is down. How could I be defeated? And by some nameless demon? No, wait, you're, could it be? Ha ha ha! Yes, this is a good mountain indeed. You are a fascinating demon indeed, and it was here, in a lofty place, that our paths crossed. Fight, boy, and survive until we meet again. Went down with honor, I suppose. And we completed the Tyrant of Tenozu, Belphegor. Let's go and turn in that quest. So you defeated the Tyrant. You have brought blessings of all kinds to this land. What is this song? It's groovy. Even she's dancing to it. This has brought me one step closer to the rich, bountiful Tokyo. I must commend you as well. That Tyrant was once a king among his kind, yet you dispatched him with such ease. Truly of all this world's yields, the Nahobino must be one of the most vibrant with life, with strength, with potential. Are you going to join me?
Huh?
Do you understand? You are but one ear of rice and a precious sparse crop. Stand tall and do not let this world break you. I want you to see you grow, and healthy, big and strong. As such, a time will come when we meet again. I, Goddess Demeter, declare it so. So you're a special fusion now? Until then, may your soul's bud bloom, unmarred by cruel claw or frost's bite.
Today's a plenty.
I cannot thank you enough for your help. Now then, until we meet again. And we completed the quest. With lots of Maka to give. 86,000 is crazy. We almost have a level for the main character as well. And now we have the Tyrant of Belphegor unlocked for fusion, actually. Let's see what that requires. Let's go to the Demon Fusion, Special Fusion. So now we have access to potentially Idun here, which is level 42. So we can't get that just yet. However, there should also be the other guy, right? Yeah, right here. Level 44, Belphegor. Okay. But most importantly, I didn't actually realize this, but I'm level 38 now, so I can get 4 new fusions here. And I don't know if I want to do this at the very end of the episode, but I could. I mean, why not, right? These are the worst fusion materials I've ever seen in my life. So, we have options of Artemis, who's crazy good, Parvati, my only healer, and then the Hellbiker to get Thunderbird, which is very much electric focused, so like, while this could be good, I really don't want to... Why would I use this? But what I can get right now is a Mushu, which very much... I can just use Jatayu and Incubus because, well, I don't care about Jatayu anymore. So let's get ourselves this go right here, which has a Vinal Bomb, which, when user takes damage from an attack with a pierce effect, deal equivalently almighty damage to the attacker. It's okay, I guess. You have Maiden's Morsel, which is... That is just Daisoju's attack here. Almighty MP and HP drain to one foe. greater effective afflicted with charm. We don't have any charm on her though, but oh, you get boom boost as well. You have Tetrakarn, which afflicts physical attacks. That's amazing. And Mazama, so you're pretty much force focused. So I can give you Force Plorama. Why? Might as well. And you also can inflict charms to make maidens morsel even stronger. And you also have access to potentially Masakunda or Masukukaja. Probably just raise evasion, because it's always just nice to not miss. And we now have a brand new party member here, which is actually one of the requirements for...
Here's to being best friends!
Oh cool, we also got Marakunda, which lowers defense of all foes. And while that is nice, I also have like so much good stuff here, I really don't want to get rid of anything. So, I'll get rid of the defense down, because we already have other party members that do the same thing. Alice. That's just a little girl. You seem like you'd be strong though. There's also this guy right here, who's basically naked, but you have Sexy Dance, which inflicts charm, which could be very much a combo with Musuru, Tentarafu, which inflicts confusion to all foes, Hellish Mask, which we've seen before, and Gusting Melody. Increases damage and striking of force weakness, so you're just a very good partner for Mushu. What I can do is perhaps replace Nekomata, so I'll just get a Fornius and then fuse you, because Nekomata, she's outclassed at this point. We'll just give you the lower accuracy, the Marakakunda. I'll also get Fogna, because you don't have anything that inflicts the illusion. So let's get this, spend 30,000 money, which is very painful, I will say, but who cares, I want them now.
It is a pleasure.
Are you naked, bro? Puts on some pants.
Beautiful!
You also get Zanma and Wind Breath, which will be replacing Fogna for Wind Breath, or not Wind Breath. We'll be replacing that for Zanma, and then Wind Breath can go away. And last but not least, we'll probably get ourselves a Succubus, which requires a Setenta and Quetzalcoatl, which I wasn't really using Setenta anyways, so might as well. So I can give you the attack down, the defense down, and also, I need to give you some better debuffs. But you get Sexy Dance later on, which is a chance to inflict charm, and Donum Magic, which increases the next magic-based attack to one ally. Very good support. What I can give you is actually a poison build very on too, but right now, this is just good. This is very good in general. So let me just give you one more ability, which doesn't really matter what I give you, because you're going to be getting Sexy Dance anyways to replace whatever's going to be inherited. So,
I'm sure we'll get along.
we'll definitely get along. I love hot ladies. Get in here, Sexy Dance, and Donum Magic, which can replace Spirit Train because we don't need an MP Train attack. We don't need that, especially since it's kind of weak, so we'll be getting Donum Magic instead for a great support potential in our team. So that is all the level 38s that we can get so far, except for Thunderbird, because, again, why would I do this? Oh yeah, I also compendium fusioned an Eros just to be curious what it actually gives, and turns out it's a lot of fusions, because if we scroll up here, Gogmagal, I gotta remember this guy. It requires a Narcissus, or Narcissus, whatever it's called. So that could be cool. I really don't know what to get though, because like Thunderbird. Oh, well this is good. Hell yeah. That was actually the best decision I could have made. Who cares about the money at this point? I really don't care. Let's just get these abilities and move along. So now we have all of the level 38s on the party, with no trouble at all. So on that note, I believe since we've done so much this episode, getting lots of side quests and new party members in this team as well. Oh, they're also level 40 because of my special benefits as well. This is just amazing. I'm loving it. On the next episode, we will be going to Yuzuru's aid, and finally, fighting some new bosses as well. And again, we've done a lot. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.